having coached some of the most famous women in the world and most successful women in the world, that the majority of them have had issues around self-esteem. Doesn't that sound like really mad? That you've achieved all this insane things, women who've changed the world, women who are household names, women who've made companies that are turning over 50 million. We've done things that you and I would dream to even get near. And yet these women have really low self-esteem. The thing is this, when your self-esteem is based on something external, like you keep getting told, oh my God, your company's so amazing, you're so successful, you've done such amazing stuff, you kind of start to see yourself as the person that's done those things. Then your self-esteem starts to be about those things, and they become externally focused. And there's no one looking at you. It's like when you look at really rich people, right? You don't sit around and think, oh, I wonder what they like to eat for breakfast. You're looking at how much money they have, because that one success of theirs becomes the overwhelming thing that you see about them. Very beautiful people, it's the same thing. But this is such a major trap, because when we tie our concept of success to what we achieve, what we're not doing is developing an inner version of ourselves that has self-esteem, that believes in themselves, that makes them think that they are worth something, not just because they do something. So the who they are is important, not what they have. And in those terms, having been very rich and then very poor, it really taught me that what the person that I was inside, for me, by me, was the really most important thing in the world, and not the things that I had. And so to this day, I have not bought since then, although I can afford to, designer things, because I struggle to see the value of that designer thing as a representation of who I am. Now, if I like the thing, I'm buying it, of course. That's not what I'm trying to say here. I'm trying to say that I don't want to buy the newest thing because it's there, because it's come out, because that's not who I want to be. Because if that's what I'm going to constantly do, what does that say about who I am and how I feel about myself? I've given myself permission to be me all the time and to value that no matter what it is I get done. And there are times that is really difficult. There are times where I feel like I've just not achieved enough. There are times where I think, wow, like really, like that meeting canceled and it was your big meeting for the day. And now what are you going to do? And you haven't achieved anything, because I'm driven. So yes, I struggle with those things, but they're not going to define whether I respect myself or love myself on any level. And therefore, I'm not going to let somebody else do that to me either. Because it is really important for us to believe in ourselves. And when you believe in yourself, you give the woman next to you or the woman listening to you permission for her to believe in herself as who she is, not what she does every single day.